Sometime during the Clone Wars, as they are about to get captured by the Confederacy, Commander Cody explains to Captain Rex that things might get worse. At this moment, Commander Cody goes on to tell a story about him and his general, Obi-Wan Kenobi, on Caliban in the Outer Rim. It is revealed to us that Obi-Wan and the 212 are basically captured as prisoners by General Grievous himself. If they care to live one more day, they will do exactly as Grievous commands. With 2 battalions by his side, General Grievous went on to bark orders at the prisoners. They will get to work immediately building a lunar ice bridge, and if they complete the task, perhaps they will live another day in this frozen wasteland. If they don't, well then they will face the consequences. But Obi-Wan couldn't help but interrupt. They will do no such thing for his separatist cause. This shocked General Grievous, who let out a furious "what?" as it clearly stated in the Galactic Accords, according to Obi-Wan, regarding prisoners of war. No prisoner shall be forced into manual labor. Grievous simply smacked Obi-Wan in the face, calling him a Jedi scum. He belongs to him, and he will do whatever Grievous says, or else he will die. As a large looming shadow of Grievous had overtaken Obi-Wan Kenobi, who was helpless as a prisoner of war to the Separatists. This bridge was apparently destroyed when Grievous invaded this planet. While they were making plans of building this bridge and the clones actually started constructing it slowly, it was the harsh cold that was getting to them. Now, the clones and Obi-Wan started to think of sabotage. If they were going to build this bridge, perhaps building it the best way they could was not the solution. They did not want to leave the Separatists with a high standard bridge if they were going to die either way. Obi-Wan told them to pass the word on to every man to not give it their all when building this bridge. All of a sudden, they hear what sounds like a creature. One of them was giving out a call at the top of the ridge, and Obi-Wan identified it as the planet's native, a QB. Once Obi-Wan got at the top, he saw that this particular QB was now separated from its parents. Once the bridge was destroyed, there was no going back. Knowing this, Obi-Wan told Commander Cody to ignore his order of not building a good bridge. Now, not only will they rebuild this bridge, but it will be much better than it ever was before. In fact, the QB was so happy by this news that he hugged Obi-Wan, and now this species wanted to tell something to Obi-Wan and Cody, and once they gathered, they saw that General Grievous had now made new enemies. And these QBs were going to ally themselves with the Republic prisoners. When Grievous came and saw that the bridge was not finished already, he was furious. He expected the bridge to be complete by now, but Obi-Wan told him that he and his men are working around the clock, and it's not easy to rebuild what he has already destroyed. But to Grievous, this was only insolence. Grievous was menacing Kenobi, but he knew that he had the day, giving perhaps the QBs the signal to attack. And all of a sudden you can hear their calls, but they did not attack with force. In fact, they started hugging Grievous. All of them swarmed Grievous in a split second, and he was baffled and confused. Grievous just wanted them off of him. He yelled out at the QBs, but they did not listen until he started catching them and throwing him off them. He was irritated but did not understand the plot by Obi-Wan and the QBs. In fact, the QBs immediately went back to Obi-Wan, and we learned that this was a plot for Obi-Wan to take back his lightsaber. A lightsaber that had fallen to Grievous's collection was now back to Obi-Wan's hands. Well, without saying a word, finally, the bridge was now done. They had filled the end of their agreement, according to Obi-Wan, and now he wanted his men to be let go. Grievous was very happy. This bridge will allow them to freely move weapons and troops across this planet, and this was another victory for the Separatist cause. Kenobi lost, and now he and his men will die here, alone in this frozen tundra. Amusingly to Obi-Wan, General Grievous was predictable to the end. He wanted to let Grievous know that they in fact are not alone at all, as they had the QBs by their side. They attacked the droids without mercy. Now it was a full-on battle between the QBs, the remaining Republic soldiers, a Jedi, and the Separatists. Grievous ignited 2 lightsabers, but Obi-Wan had a lightsaber of his own, as he had taken it back from Grievous. Now a battle was ensuing. Grievous was so angry that Obi-Wan suggested he might need a hug from the QBs again, trolling him as best as he can, and we've come to expect nothing from our trolling master. With the help of the QBs, the clones finished the job as well. Fighting with whatever they could, they destroyed the B-1 blasters without any hitch. Cody was proficient at signaling. He became the commander he always loved to be. His soldiers following him, they crushed every B-1 battle droid they could, and now they're headed for their ship. On the bridge, Grievous was approaching Obi-Wan Kenobi, but the Jedi Master started taunting Grievous, telling him that Dooku had taught him well, but how was it being Dooku's pet? This angered Grievous so much that he kicked Obi-Wan in the stomach full force and told Obi-Wan that he is no match for Grievous, and he looks forward to adding his lightsaber to his collection permanently this time. But Obi-Wan did not think so. As a matter of fact, he had Grievous right where he wanted him. Obi-Wan raised both of his hands. Using the Force, he started a full-on avalanche from the mountains as the wave of snow engulfed the droids and Grievous alike, burying them inside. Afterwards, Cody was worried that it will take some men to get Grievous into custody while searching for him and finding him, but Obi-Wan just told him to leave him here. By the time they dig out General Grievous, Separatist reinforcements will be on their way, and they have jeopardized the natives enough. All they needed to do now is just leave this forsaken planet. But before they fully departed, they left the planet with one parting gift for General Grievous as they destroyed the bridge they had rebuilt. For Obi-Wan, this was a success because ultimately, with no bridge, this will keep the Separatists off this planet. And in his mind, the QBs were finally saved, as well as they were. As always, the comics do a great job of adding things that we did not know. It was very interesting to see Obi-Wan as a prisoner of war, especially to a cruel person like General Grievous. What did you guys think about this specific story? Talk to me down below in the comments. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up down below. Subscribe for dailies. Now you have an awesome day, Star Wars fans. I'll see you in the next video, and may the Force be with you until then.